Hey guys, it's your girl Miss G, and I'm back with another tea. So, after I watched the Neverland episode and Oprah Winfrey interview, it got me thinking that is Wade Robson telling the truth? You know, he said he's the victim, but when I did my research, I also found videos of him saying that Michael Jackson did nothing to him. So it's really conflicting because one minute you're saying in other videos you're saying he didn't do anything to you, and now in this documentary and now with the interview with Oprah you're saying that he did something to you. So, you know, my whole thing is that Michael Jackson is not alive to tell his story. He's not here, he's dead. So it's like, it's crazy how after all these years now you guys choose to do a documentary of Michael Jackson. The dead can't speak of itself. So I'm kind of disappointed in Oprah because I didn't expect her to do this interview. You know, it's just mind-boggling how everything is coming out. And I just said before, Michael Jackson, he's not here. He can't speak for himself. So we don't really know what happened and what took place. I'll be playing videos of Wade Robson and his past interviews and the one current one that he did with Oprah. And you guys tell me what you guys think. Make sure to like, comment, and share. And just tell me what you think in the comment section, and I will reply to you guys. Thank you.
And you started as a youngster dancing with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Going to the ring.
No.
Are you still friendly with Michael?
Yeah, we still talk every couple months, catch up.
You do, really?
Yeah.
Well, what's he like?
What's he like? He's a good guy.
He's a good guy?
Yeah.
Show me where he touched you. Nothing ever,
he touched you,
nothing ever like that? No nonsense, no shenanigans?
No, but it's like, you know, as long as people don't forget, you know, how talented he is and what he's done for the music industry. Think whatever you want about him, but you can't deny his talent. Yeah.
What's the most misunderstood thing about Michael Jackson, do you think, that you know him? Probably a number of things.
That I don't know, that anybody that lives that life is not going to be your average dude. You know what I mean? In the simple ways, I mean. Yeah. You know, you live that kind of life and that sort of fame from 5 years old. You're not going to go about your everyday like everybody else because you've never lived a life like everybody else. So how would you know how to do that? So, and I think people take those simple things and turn them into something, you know, 10 times, 100 times more strange than they are.
One of the things I noticed about you, and this goes back to why I said you were a stand-up guy, we covered the trial, and you were one of the few people to stick up for him. Mm-hmm. And why do you think that was? And why was it important for you to stick up for him?
Because he's always been a friend to me. That's what you do for friends, you tell the truth. You know? Yeah, I can't speak for him, but it would be an absolutely painful thing for anybody to go through. And then there's obviously such a huge connection between Michael Jackson and MTV and really starting this real music video generation on MTV. I mean, Michael was really the king of that. So I like all of those connections, and obviously my connection with Michael and all of that coming together is kind of just one of those serendipitous things where all the elements have come together. So I'm excited for a lot of reasons to be a part of this. In general, with Michael, just had a wonderful relationship. I learned so much from him as an artist and as a kind human being. And it's my goal to try and just continue as much as I can in my own little world. We talk so much about him as the pop legend, which is important, but it's nice to really remember that he was a man, that he was a father, and that's what it's really about, is a father and his children. And he was a wonderful dad, and you know, at least they had the time with him that they did. But I'm starting on Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson show. So it's, you know, the equivalent of the Beatles Love show that they have, or the Elvis show, but for Michael, which is you know, exciting and terrifying all at the same time because it's such a huge responsibility. But that was why I took it on. You know, Michael was such a huge part of my career and life. We were friends for 20 years before he passed, since I was 7. So it's an opportunity for me to give back a little bit to his legacy. It's such a big part of his legacy.
At 11 years old, were you thinking about it as abuse then? Did you know you were being abused? And you were just defending Michael? When did you start to know that it was abuse?
Yeah, at that point, when the abuse started, and when I was 11, even when I was 22, and later, I had no understanding that what Michael did to me sexually was abuse. I had no concept of it being that.